So I get out the last month of August in 2015. A couple friends offered to take me to breakfast who had been incarcerated before I get on a bus and I go from San Francisco to LA. This lady that was like a mentor outside gives me a phone and $50. Pretty fucking gracious. Nobody owes me nothing. I've got Bible Tabernacle, Tom and Dottie Hooper. It's like a Bible-based, 12-step program, excuse me. I could go to Canyon Country. And a lot of the places in LA I didn't have anything to do with. I wrote one and they wrote me a letter, but then they reneged on it because they didn't want lifers in there anymore. So Colette Carroll from California Reentry Institute has Sister Teresa of the Francisco Homes write me a letter. So I have 2 viable places to parole. Big deal. So I'm thinking I'm going to Francisco Homes, and it's just you work and you pay a percentage of your wages to your rent and room and board. Fucking happy. It's like, fuck, I'm going to walk my shit off. My first day I'm going to get a job. I don't care if I'm gagging maggots or fucking washing dishes. I don't care. Any job, better go job, career. Well, I get to LA. A friend of mine that had corresponded with me and let me call him, pretty gracious dude, he says, hey man, I'll give you a ride from the bus station to wherever you gotta go. And he does. Shit, nobody owes me nothing. Like, not my mama, not my family, not my friends, not the state. I'm just gonna work. Anyway, I get out. My first night, I take like an 11-hour bus ride. My friend picks me up and he takes me to this place where I'm supposed to meet somebody from like a liaison of Francisco Homes. And it's like this weird pause and the guy is talking like I'd been on a bus for 11 hours. Shit, I'd been up all day. And he just keeps talking. He don't have to let me stay in his house. This is his apartment. It's like in West LA. It's a lot of money. You know, I don't think anybody owes me shit. Anyway, in the morning we go over Francisco Homes and the sweet little lady, she says, you know, we just don't have a place for you. It's full. Fuck. I don't really want to go to any of these self-help places. I've done 8 years of it. I'm tired. I don't think they're bullshit. It's just, I've heard enough. Some of them outside, what I saw in my year and plus, because I'd lapsed twice, pot and alcohol. It's this learned self-helplessness. These guys don't think they can make it. You know, they haven't been in forever. I'm no better. But shit, I'm gonna work. I know that. Anyhow, I get to this one place and everything's a struggle. It's not from your real counselors. It's not from the top people. It's from these little underlings. You want to go running. Oh, you can't. I'd been running 200 miles a month prior to that. I'm fucking focused. I'm not perfect. Shit. Yeah. One day I go to run and this dude says, oh, well, you got to wear a different shirt. Or then the next day you can't run. And, well, if you get at the top people, you're like, hey, man, what the fuck? I can go out here and buddy all these guys out there all over LA all day. But when I want to go run at 6 in the morning, it's this big dilemma. I'm going to do the 40 fucking hours a week. I don't want to. And goddamn it, I want to date a woman. Shit, 6 o'clock curfew. I'm sorry. But hey, you know what? You got to pay the bills. I got to pay the bills. I got to do their 40 hours. I'm trying to focus up. I'm trying, but I'm burned out. I thought I was out. You just work and, well, it's not like that. But hey, there ain't no fucking free rides. But anyhow, the top people will go, okay, they'll let you go do that. Well, now this one dude, he's like, well, I'm going to come running with you. And old Cyclops, he can't keep up and he gets all mad. We go down Expedition, up Vermont, go to Washington, and down fucking Grand. And when we get there like 10 minutes before him, he comes huffing and puffing and he's bitching at us. It's like, come on. Why do we gotta fucking slow down for your ass? We're trying to run our guts out before 40 fucking hours of program all week. I mean, am I wrong? Help me. I mean, anyway. But there's no free rides. So, my counselors, they're the bomb, man. I had this dude named Odell and Renee before him. If I did a proposal to get out, man, they'd fucking let me out. No problem. And I would never come back smelling like no goddamn malt liquor. I'm not perfect. I have a propensity to lapse. But when they let me out, I'd go like to medical. I'd get a license. Or I'd go get me a fucking job. I was let out one time. I just go to Homeboy Industries. Fuck that computer. I go to Homeboy Industries. This one guy gets me to go to Superior Nut. I talk to the two ladies, a mom and a daughter that run it. They're like, we'll give you a job. I went back to them 3 times due to those lapses. Alcohol and pot. You know, I'm not going to lie, I went on a different job search right when I'd get in that trouble, but I just, fuck it, I'm going back to them. Those little angels gave me a job. 3 times. Anyway, when you got a job in those places, it's not all fucking doom and gloom, man. It's pretty sweet. You're eating good. Yeah. But I didn't like this about it. These dudes that have learned a lot of learned helplessness by doing these circuits through LA, there's like several self-help or sober living, whatever. They want to thank the organization. Well, shit, I got to thank STOP, like a state organization that paid for my funding. And after my retarded ass did the year, because I fucked up and I had to do 6 months more, and I didn't do it right in the first program, I fucking drank so much one time. In the second, when I got back like 8 hours late, I had like no alcohol, but it was some. And they asked me twice. I said, yeah, I drank. Then I had to admit it to my parole agent. She's like, you're not treacherous. You can stay out. I'm not a thief anymore. But anyway, when you get out, it's shit. I went to this place at the end of it all. STOP. Oh, I forgot. These guys think these organizations like they're paying for it. No, it's not. It's a state. It's a fucking state. And then they took my welfare and my my food stamps and they made me sign up for food stamps and GR to help pay for my upkeep. So what? I don't care. I don't want a free ride. But I'm not going to thank some organization every day when a state agency and a federal agency are paying for me to live there. You know, I just needed to get my head out of my ass and do the goddamn program. But I did. And when I did, finally, shit, you end up on a sweet place in East LA, La Calandria. Pretty fucking nice. This guy, Robert Anderson, shit, he put good ass food in that place. He fucking warned us. He says, you know, I have a test and I can tell if you've drank for 3 days. I needed that then, because I had a little more freedom. And this one ITF dude, he's just a fellow like me, or one who makes himself useful to the authorities, says, he's looking at me. My lapses are known. The fucking program administrator knows. He looks at me and he goes, you know, you ought to not drink because that test really works. Well, this stupid motherfucker gets caught. I sure as fuck didn't rat on him. You know what kind of shit's that? This support. Anyway, I get out of there. God damn it, I'm thankful. I had $4,600 in a car. And I know the friend that I had a friend that was in prison, and he corresponded with me, and he was gracious enough to give me a cell phone number, and he says, when you get out, I'll pick you up. And you know what? My friend owns the house I manage, and I'll rent you the garage for $350. Through the program, you know, like the programs I'm doing, it's like a half a room for $500, $350 for a garage. Fuck it, I'll live in a garage. So boom, I'm going. So I get to the place when I finally parole, because you know, I'd had like 120 days of extension, thanks to some sweetheart at Stop. And I go to this garage with my shit all packed, and the dude says, yeah, $450. Oh well. Here's $450. I had to go get it out of Chase, because I bought $350. He thinks your memory's all fucked up. But anyway, this guy's the beacon of morality. This is the fucking weirdest place I ever lived. I cleaned this fucking garage. It's like a gym, like a karate gym. This guy's like a 5 Dan, jiu-jitsu, whatever. I clean it, and I clean the driveway. It's bad. But fuck it, I don't live in prison no more, and I'm not in a halfway house. Then he tells me, hey, you know, one of these roommates is moving out, and you know what? For $650 a month with no deposit, you can move in that room. A few months goes by. This guy's weird. You know, every time I cook, I'd cook for a week. I have a 6-quart pot then. I didn't have shit. I had a 6-quart pot, food stamps, some money, a car, but I had like residual food stamps. He's wanting to buy them off me for half price, and I look at him like, why am I going to sell you food for half price? What am I on, dope? Anyway, every time I'd cook, oh, it smells fucking delicious. And I'm blinded by his shine of his armor, because he'd give me a ride home, let me call him. I don't care about a piece of fucking chicken. Big deal. But stuff keeps happening. Okay, at the place I live at, a dog had been killed in this gate. He'd like jumped through kind of a wide section and asphyxiated. So I go to Home Depot and I chicken wire because I'm going to get a dog. And he goes, yeah, you can have it. This guy's word is as good as a tenement rat. He tells me, yeah, you can get it. Next thing I know, he gets this fucking huge German Shepherd. But I bring the dog over on weekends, and my dog's fucking little 40-pounder is like so much smarter and agile. Well, a week or two goes by, he has to get a pit bull. Fuck it, I'm not even bringing my dog around that thing. Fuck this dude, I'm leaving. And sure enough, one day I'm driving. This motherfucker, he's one of them people that's real comfortable asking for stuff. Those alert me. I'm like driving to East LA after work. Hey, can you go? He's in Las Vegas. He goes, hey, you need to go to West LA and get some dog food at the foster care place because he's too cheap to pay for the dog food. I don't want to, but fuck, the dog's gonna starve while he's in Vegas he's a flake. So I go to this place and they go, we don't know that dog. Then I get this phone call. It's like I don't have the stick-to-itiveness. I go, dude, I just don't even want to do anything for you. I don't know you shit. But there's a dog, he's starving, and I have to feed him because the lady that lives with us, she wouldn't piss down his throat if his guts were on fire. She hates his guts. But anyway, I had landed a bad spot. I'm not a punk. Nobody ever took a goddamn top ramen from my ass in prison. I wasn't a tough guy. This dude, I need to go. And I'm kind of stuck because I'm on parole. You're not just going to go live in your fucking car. It's a violation. First, last deposit's not a big deal. I had some money. But in LA, man, there's like a credit check. There's a lot of shit. Well, anyway, this friend of mine that went to the Army when I was in like the late 80s, he contacts me on Facebook, and him and his wife are gracious enough to say, hey, you know what? Come out to the land of sun and guns. We'll let you stay free, stack your chips, find a job, get you a place. I'm on it. I get there, he says, $300 a month. Nothing. Pretty cool. Showed me a lot of graciousness. But I was all fucked up by then. This guy wanted to give me a lecture, and he'd have a bong in one hand and a shot glass in the other. And I'm not going to lie, I fucking stayed like 3-4 months, got a place. When I got out, I went to his house one time, and he gave me one more lecture and his wife, and they were fucking fucked up. And I fucking was angry. Thought about it too much, and then I was like a chicken shit piece of shit. I wrote a text in the morning because I'd overthought it. That's like, you don't do that. I knew that in prison. If you have a letter that you write, you save it a day. And if you still feel the same, then you mail it. But I just text. I'm a coward. I was a coward. Dude did me a great grace. I was in a horrible spot. I can't imagine having a 51-year-old dude that had been to prison for fucking 23 years, and this guy's got a psychotic dog. But I'd had too many lectures from him, too. It's already triggered. No excuses. Thanks to him, I'm sitting in a place, renting a fucking one-bedroom apartment for like $750. He helped me a lot, but I had too much. This is the longest 4 years I've ever done. 4 years went by like nothing in prison. But when I was counting on this and that, but I'm going to tell you what, I apologize to the guy by the way. And I can't apologize enough because once you say something, you can't unsay it. God willing, August of next year, I'll be off parole. I'm going back to Santa Barbara, like Lompoc. because it's just too fucking hot here. I'm used to the weather, but my dog ain't. And then the little savings you get, but before I say that, you couldn't rent an apartment like this in California, because here money talks, bullshit walks. If you hand these fucking people in Arizona some money, you're getting an apartment. And Dwayne and Kay, I can't thank you enough. I'm not going to bother to ever get on the phone because I just snapped. It wasn't at you. It's at fucking this other motherfucker in the program that I'd done. It just, you have no idea. But that's what I got to say. Bye.